been tonight, and there wasn't a basket.
G'day guys, Crazy here. We're back with another NBA season preview, and today we're looking at the Lakers of Los Angeles. Last year they finished 35-47 under coach Luke Walton. Pretty good progress for a young team with a couple of exciting players. I don't think they added anybody special over the off-season though, so they will rely on those young players to develop even further to make the next step. The Lakers went into the off-season and decided not to re-sign Julius Randle. I was a little bit surprised by this. I'm a big Julius Randle fan and I thought he was on the verge of breaking out, but he went on to sign a 2-year deal at just $9 million a year with the Pelicans. I think they got very good value for their money there, and I hope he goes on to have a very good career, and I wonder if the Lakers end up regretting that decision. They'd have brought in JaVale McGee. After a couple of years in the Warriors system, he's resurrected his career and has 2 championship rings to show for it. He'll bring some energy, he'll bring some fun, and he'll provide some highlight dunks on this team, catching some lobs from Lonzo. Lonzo mentioned he'll have Rajon Rondo backing him up. I was very surprised to see Rajon on this team. 1-year deal, he's a veteran, he has resurrected his career, and playoff Rondo is still an excellent player. I still would have preferred the extra minutes to go to Lonzo, and I hope it doesn't slow him down in any way. This team has also picked up Michael Beasley. Big Bees can come off that bench and score with the absolute best of them, and he's never seen a shot that he didn't want to take. Professional irritant Lance Stevenson, one of my favourite players, probably pound for pound one of the most entertaining players in the NBA. Not always the most efficient, and he might not always make the sensible play, but Lance is a real irritant, he's a lot of fun, and he's great value. They went into the draft and picked up Maurice Wagner, and he looks like he could be a bit of a steal of the draft. He looks like he can provide a big body, he can shoot, he might be a very interesting prospect for this team. And I think that about covers everyone they got. No. They got LeBron. Really, what more can you say about LeBron James that hasn't already been said? He's going to come in and bring a winning culture. He's one of the greatest players who ever lived, and he isn't showing any signs of slowing down. I think his DNA needs to be tested for sure, because I'm not sure this man is even human. This is going to be a massive coup for the Lakers. He would have been worth the money at $100 million a season. The value he's going to bring to this Lakers team is incredible, on and off the court. He's going to be another even bigger megastar in Los Angeles, if that's even possible. But I think the thing that's going to be the biggest asset to the Lakers is guys like Brandon Ingram. They're going to see the work ethic. They're going to see what this guy does day in and day out. And I don't think you can put a price on that. I see Brandon Ingram really developing and having a great year learning from LeBron, and also see guys like Kyle Kuzma and Lonzo being around him on a daily basis. That's going to just trigger this team to greatness on a very, very rapid pace. The starting lineup looks like being Lonzo, who had an unbelievable year. He lived up to the hype, and I think his stats have been a little bit underrated. 10 points, 7 assists, and a shade under 7 rebounds a game. He's a big guard, and I think he's going to like having JaVale there to catch those lobs. He's going to like having JaVale to set a few screens for him, and he's going to like having LeBron clearing out half a court for him to open it up even more. I think that'll be a pretty dangerous combo. It looks like KCP will probably start the season as the 2 guard. I was a little bit surprised they gave him the $10 million, because I thought they could have given the minutes to some of their younger guys like Josh Hart and maybe Kuzma, but they like his toughness, they like his defence, and he can stretch the floor and hit some threes. I just thought it was a little bit too much money, and I would have preferred those minutes to go to the youngsters, but their time will come, and it is only a 1-year deal. Up forward, Brandon Ingram, he's going to be living the dream playing next to LeBron. He's already a 16-point, 4-assist, 5.5 rebound guy, and I think he just flourishes even further and becomes one of the best young talents in the NBA. He's got length, and the thing I like about him most, he looks like he could fall asleep at a moment's notice, and that's something that I can do, and I respect that. LeBron James is going to start. What can we say about last season? He was LeBron James. He wins, he puts up huge numbers, he just doesn't quit. He doesn't understand the word quit. He's a winner, and he's LeBron. At the centre, they're going to have big JaVale. JaVale's one of my faves. He's a lot of fun. He does some really silly things, but I think he's a great guy, and I actually think he's a very good fit on this team. And I think another area where the Lakers will thrive is with coach Luke Walton. They've brought in a lot of unusual talents, they've brought in a lot of big personalities, and I think he's the right guy to deal with them. I actually think he's going to be a plus coach with these guys. Being Bill Walton's son, he's grown up around an interesting man, and I think he's seen all forms of life over his lifetime, and I think he's going to be an exceptionally good coach, and he'll get the best out of this team. The Lakers bench has some serious talent on there. Kyle Kuzma could come on and win 6th Man of the Year if he doesn't take back over a starting role. He put up 16 points, 6.3 rebounds a game last year. Might want to improve his assists, which were a shade under 2, so maybe get a few more passes out of Big Kyle. He seems like a high energy guy. He seems like a lot of fun. He seems to get on really well with Lonzo and the slender man Brandon Ingram. They have a lot of fun and have a lot of banter back and forth, which I think's all in good spirits. I think he's going to be an electric player. I was very wrong on him. I thought he was just going to be a summer league star, but he got better as the season went on. The rest of that bench, you'll have Lance Stevenson. He'll be on there just doing Lance Stevenson type things. Josh Hart looks like he could be one of the breakout players. Rajon Rondo will get minutes backing up at the point guard position. Michael Beasley, he could do anything. He can just come on and do a bit of ISO work for you. He'll get you some buckets. He might not make a lot of passes and he might not play a lot of defence, but he can put the ball in the basket. And the last time I checked, that's quite a handy thing to have. They've got Big Zubac. His development will be interesting to see how he comes along. They've got the rookie Moritz Wagner. I think I said his name right. I think he'll be a handy player. It'll be interesting to see how they develop him as the season progresses. They've got a very, very solid young bench. I do apologise if I've missed out any of the names there, but at time of press, they've got quite a few names still left on their roster to finalise. I think this bench is going to be a plus bench, and the X factor is Kyle Kuzma and the development of Josh Hart. So what happens with this 2018-19 Lakers squad? I think they're one of the most exciting teams in the league, and their ticket prices are going to be through the roof, and they're going to justify it. They'll be must-watch television on and off the court all year. It's always the case wherever LeBron goes. He brings a circus with him. Lonzo, Brandon Ingram, Kuzma, learning from LeBron, with the veterans they've got there as well in Rondo and Stevenson, the development of Wagner and Josh Hart. This is going to be one of the most fun teams in the league. They're a very difficult team to put a win total on. Most LeBron teams on opening night to the end of the season can change dramatically. Have a look at the blockbuster trade they made last year. He can revamp a roster with the best of them, and having guys on these one-year deals like Lance and Rondo and Javale, if they need an upgrade come All-Star time, they've got some pieces that they can get off to other teams, and they could develop. They could change that roster dramatically by the All-Star break, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's even more help on the way in the next few seasons. LA's a very big destination for NBA players, and with LeBron James there, that just makes it even more attractive. This team will definitely make the playoffs. The seeding, I couldn't put a number on it. The Western Conference is brutal, and who knows what this Lakers team's actually going to be at the end of the season. But I think they're going to be one of the most fun teams in the league, and they've got LeBron James. I mean, they've got LeBron James. The guy wins. He wins, and he just keeps on winning. What do you guys think? Where do you think this Lakers team finishes up the season? Thanks very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed that video, feel free to tap that like button, maybe even hit the one that says subscribe. That'd be much appreciated. Your support just by watching means the world to me. If you have any comments or any feedback, just bang them in the comment section and I'll do my best to respond. Thank you very much for watching.